Councillor Wainwright, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I've presented my thoughts on this development at previous meetings, so I'm not going to go through that kind of debate, at least not at this point. The thing that I would want to say, though, is today is September 4th, and the offer that's being made does not require the approval until October 16th. And that's almost 6 weeks from now, and we have some meetings between now and then. And actually, for that particular purpose, I'd be quite willing to have a special council meeting. The amount of time we have between September 4th and October 16th is enough time to have an open house and actually do a survey of the residents and get their input. And tonight, I think they've been hearing some arguments from members of council that they have not heard before, and obviously they're reacting to them. Tonight, I heard some information that I haven't heard before. These 20 moto car shares, that's not something I've seen before at all, and I'm surprised to be hearing about that the night that we're supposedly making the decision. The thing is, we don't need to make the decision tonight. We have time to have an open house and let people hear about the development, hear the various arguments, get their questions answered, and actually find out what they think about it. And I'm going to move that we table this decision so that we can, in fact, have an open house and survey the residents. And I guess I'm looking for a seconder for the tabling motion.
I'll second the tabling motion.
Okay, so we have a tabling motion on the table. All in favor? Opposed? 4 opposed. Motion's defeated. Councillor Wainwright still has the floor. If you respect him, please.
So thank you, Mr. Mayor. For the audience, I can appreciate there may be some strong feelings, but I'm going to echo the mayor that I don't think it's constructive to the discussion tonight to have heckling or whatever. Your big opportunity is the election that's coming up. The comments, though, that I'm going to make are this particular development is about the size of the Landmark building. It's pretty big. I don't consider that this fits my vision of Sydney. I also don't believe that it fits the local area plan and the OCP. And I appreciate that council has quite a bit of flexibility in how to interpret it. The question, though, that I'd have for my colleagues, particularly the ones that are running for re-election, is does this development, like putting the $10 million aside, does this development fit your vision for downtown Sydney? Because I think the voters are going to want to know that before the election. And if your answer is that it doesn't fit your vision of the downtown, then it would seem that approving this development is indicating to the voters that if somebody puts enough money on the table, you're willing to put your vision for downtown Sydney aside. And I think the voters want to know that too. So this is my question for the incumbents that are running through the chair. Does this development fit your vision for downtown Sydney?